We're here to talk about the Latin Kings, the Bloods, the war, Rikers Island, how it went down. Were the Latin Kings oppressing the Bloods or blacks in general, right? Were these people telling the truth? Or did they just come on to paint a picture that was all a lie? We're going to get into all that, right? In order for you to understand this video, this content, should I say? Because some people make videos and some people make content. We into making content. In order to understand it, you have to watch it to the end. Oftentimes, we take pieces what we want to hear, what sounds good to us, and we break out. We commenting reckless off the gate. We didn't even hear the dude out. We didn't even give him a chance. Oh, you said something I didn't like. Oh, I believe you're lying. Comment, F you, whatever, right? So we're here to tell the truth. Let's get into this. Latin Kings and Bloods. What happened? Were the Kings oppressing the Bloods or blacks, should I say, on Rikers Island? Of course not. It could always seem that way, right? And I think I said before that when people go on a platform, whoever goes on a platform first, which somebody also stated in a comment, whoever goes first is the one that could paint the narrative so people to believe their story. Dudes came on telling their story of being oppressed and like they fought through the struggles and everything. Like there was Black Panther, they came in to save black people, which that was not the case. Well, maybe that was in his intent and in his mind.
That dude don't
But what really took place while they was in the box for all them years, there was other dudes really in population popping, making things happen, making moves for their blood nation to
real
grow,
bloods,
right? And not all of them that was up there. We know the ones that were on the Queen's Flip show. We're not talking about all of them.
All of them, bro.
So if it don't apply, let it fly, right? But we talking dudes did lie, though, and that's facts.
They did all that.
So there's two sides to every story, and I said this before, but now people have been asking me, "War, how you feel?" Say it, because they see other dudes doing Rikers Island stories, and I get it. Look, but dudes ask me how I feel about that. Everybody's entitled to tell their story, but we didn't, I didn't start doing this to make it a situation where people are telling their story and now they're starting a whole problem again. I did it so we could all have a way out so that we don't have to keep going back to jail, and we could do something with ourselves where we become important to us and to other people, and we could filter down the right stuff. So I want to filter down the right history because dudes been really lying. So with that being said, and I've been said this story. So with that being said, Bloods were walking, or what they was trying to form, because I was there since the days when it was smokes. It was no Bloods in the Beacon. It was only smoke. Where King Tone was coming through.
Twin. Nobody
cares. It was crazy at them times too. But then it became Bloods started forming. The thing with Bloods was that I guess they try to be so thorough at them times, right? And I don't mean it with no disrespect, that they was trying to bully everything that moved. And they started bullying a lot of Spanish dudes that didn't speak no English. They didn't even know where they was at. So, of course, as another Spanish brother, you sitting in the bullpens, you start analyzing it. And you like, hold up. That's kind of crazy, bro. And it starts bothering you. And it's only a matter of time before you're going to form Voltron and do something about it. So what happened with me when I was there with us was we got tired of it. And it was like, okay, now it's a rap. Boom, 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 beep, pop, boom, boom. See, yo, get me out of here. Boom, boom, pop, pop. So looking from the outside in, you see a black brother just come in a house and he's asked by 10 Spanish dudes, yo, where you coming from? I'm coming from, oh boy, OBCC. And we know there's mad Bloods over there. Oh, he blood. You blood? Yeah. Oh, see, get me out of here. And he run into the bubble. You looking like, man, that's bad, bro. Because that's one of your black brothers. You feel the same way that Spanish brother was thinking in the bullpen when the little Spanish boy that didn't know no English was getting beat up and left barefooted. And they took his sneakers. The feeling is the same. The people are different. So with that being said, that starts happening. So people start feeling like, damn. So they, more people started joining Bloods. But all along, we just see Bloods trying to come into houses, take the phone. Where there was peace, they try to destroy it and create destruction, right?
Shit like that.
When in fact, real OGs, you consider yourself an OG, I got news for you, homie. Real OGs don't destroy hoods. We build hoods. We lead by example. We don't lie to the people. So with that being said, it's happening on here. Can't you see it? Other gangs come in, they doing content. They feel like they bullying the situation. And can't even get along. They fighting amongst each other, hard body. I'm talking about in general. We're not singling nobody out. That's for you to decide. Oh, I know who he's talking about. You must be a moderator. But it's all good. I know who I'm talking about too. A lot of people are doing it. And it looks ugly. That's the same act on Rikers Island that they was doing is being brought on here. You should be able to analyze that what these other dudes are saying is facts, because look how they acting on here. If you go to Rikers Island right now with a gold chain on, fly sneakers, you're black, the kings are not going to try to rob you, because real kings don't rob and steal. And I'm not saying that none of us never did, because I was yapping their jewelry only because they were yapping us. But that's a fact. It's not going to be a party out to step to you for your sneakers or your chain. The chances are light. Not that they're something sweet. It's just that we don't really do that. We get our own. It's not going to be the MS-13s. More than likely, 99.9% is going to be a blood dude that's going to step to you for yours. And then whoever's watching this, bro, that's been to the island is saying, son is not lying, bro. Even if you blood, you got to say, damn. And I hang out with a lot of bloods. Anyway, I ain't even got to say that. Watch the content, bro. You got to be saying, you know why? He's saying facts. Even if you blood. Your other bloods are going to go and plant seeds of deception in your people's heads and say you no good. You a plate. But it's not about that he cares about the nation. He cares about your chain. This is facts. I'm not saying that we never did it to our people. That it probably did happen. Hey, I don't know.
Come on, B.
What I'm saying is what I do know and what I've seen throughout all these years. The oppression amongst your own people and amongst others. It's not even an oppression. It's like a bullying situation. So, of course, we're going to look like the oppressors when we standing up for a cause. All along, we had a cause that we're going to lay order for our peoples. And not only for our people, Latinos, but for all people, for all humanity, for all inmates. And boy, did we do a hell of a job. Whether a lot of people want to admit it or not. There should be a little more respect shown. And I could have been from a different gang and I would say the same thing. Kings was the first to go to Rikers Island, start rocking beads, bandanas, start the whole nation, a gang wave on Rikers Island, whatever it is to you. And it was all to lay down order. And to let it be known, because where there's no rules, there's chaos. So when dudes come in and they black and they be like, yo, who got these phones? The kings. You got to talk to the kings. Yo, who sits there? That's the king table. You can't sit there. People start getting mad. But anywhere you go in life, there's rules implanted. Not that one was doing the police job, but you rather the CO tell you that you can't do this or you can't do that. We try to tell our own people. So it looks like, damn, they hogging everything. What about us? So boom, here comes these people. They start a little thing. They want to get big. They start trying to do the same thing, but in a way where it's a bullying situation. Now, a lot of times when they was getting rocked, get work put on, because they were getting slaved every day. Like, they painted a picture, and I get it. I understand why people are mad. As if the Kings were just there like crash dummies, and I've been said and I've been used them same words when they first happened. Watch the content. It's nothing different. I'm just saying it again for the last time because everybody keeps coming to me, telling me, yo, you know, I've been speaking about that. We was the first to speak about that. Even the Bloods know because I talked to them today. KK, I'm not saying that we never reached out to you know, I never saw him, went to dinner with them. You understand? But I just feel that when people come on and they don't know what they're talking about or they just want to get views and feel, oh, this is the thing to do. Let me say the story and put it and you don't really know what you're talking about, even if you was there real brief, even if you was there for years on the island. It's a different, you don't know what happened here on the tube like that. You do a little research on it, and you just come on and you talk like, and you throw yourself in front of the bus, and it's like, my dude, that was a long time ago. Like, where were all these people when I was the only one, me and Fia, the old man, that stood up and said something when these dudes went on them shows and said that? When I felt like I was alone. Like, damn, bro, I know that Kings, we don't make videos about things like this, about affairs, but damn, bro. And that's that I see people outside, what up? I don't walk by my peoples. Some of these dudes, with all respect, no matter what gang they walk by their peoples. It's easy to talk. Listen, when a dude comes online and he feels he can say whatever he wants, and people in the comments like, yo, bro, that's why I love you, bro. I'm talking in general about anybody. It happens a lot. Yo, that's why I love you, bro, because you just say what you feel. No, he says whatever he wants, and you like it because you like the drama, and you waiting for something to happen, maybe till he gets killed, and then you really be happy. But they say whatever they want because they not in the 5 boroughs. They not outside with us. They not gang. They not in the mix like that. All that they know people, they talk to people. Come on, you not out here. With all respects to everybody. And I always have respect for another man's beliefs. I even said I'm doing this one last time to let you know, because I feel like sometimes like people started looking to me for the one to say something, and I did a few times. But every day we don't got to keep talking about the same thing. That's just my theory. Because it stirs up old feelings again. It puts things in the people's heads that didn't know nothing about certain situations, that feel that these dudes is telling the truth. And it starts a whole beef again. And not with me and you, with another brother and his neighbor. Because he's black and he's Spanish. And he starts looking at him as them people that was oppressing us. Because these dudes said it on the show, bro. Because some of these youngins and older dudes are worse. They believe anything that it was their favorite YouTuber says, bro. And that's bad. That's very bad. You got to analyze the whole situation before you can react or be like, this is valid. Let me tell you something. The true fact is that there's been blacks allowed to be king. Facts. During the time of the war, from what I remember, all that was ceased because of the infiltration. Something is always going to look like oppression. Whoever's numbers is bigger is going to look like oppression. When you're trying to rob people's socks, underwears, and trying to bully a whole situation, yeah, you're going to get pounded out. Because we've been here. You're not just going to do that. So we wasn't only standing up for Latin people. We were standing up for all people. Black people, all people included. If people know about Puerto Rican history, you know that a lot of us always say we're black. So to paint the narrative like we just didn't like them and like super racist, why are so many kings talking about Bloods being their friends though? You know, people stir something up where in these buildings and these projects and these streets where we live at, Puerto Ricans and blacks always been together. with this online thing, what you do is you start and you spread a separation and you mix up chaos where it was not at. For what? For your own selfish benefit. Because you may not like what is going on. People may not like the fact that most of their leaders right now are Puerto Rican or Latino. A lot of reasons. I could go on. And I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking in general. That's for you to decide, right? Because if we're going to talk about oppression, let's keep it 100. Bloods was oppressing their own people. Blacks, Crips, all day, slaying them. When they say, yeah, the Kings were running with the Crips in certain houses, they said that too. Yeah, you know why? As I think about it, if that did happen, if you did see that, I'm going to tell you why. We was against abuse, although we not nietas, we was against oppression of all people. If you think you're the only one that your cause is to fight against oppression, so is ours. Like, come on, let's be realistic. So, of course, dudes are going to be like, nah, you ain't doing that because you was pounding them, slaying them. If that's what you saw. That's the only reason I could think about it. But one thing is for sure and two things is for certain, that in the midst of all this, there was people up in population fighting for whatever they believed in. While a lot of dudes was in the box for 17, 10 years, all that, cutting people, cutting themselves. Them scars you see dudes with on their wrists, some dudes got busy. The majority of dudes that stayed in the box, those cuts are self-inflicted wounds, so they won't let them out the box. Let's keep it 100 with the peoples. Let's not lie, bro. Most of them dudes that got them cuts all over their arms were in the MO house and was cutting themselves so they wouldn't leave the box. This is facts. Were there times where Kings were robbing black dudes or blood dudes? Of course, because it was like, you're going to do it to us, we're going to do it to you. Then up to people said that. It wasn't a thing like they were scared, they got washed up the way the dude said it. We won that war. No, how do you win a war when two people sit down and two big nations and come to an agreement? That's not nobody won. People got tired of doing stupid things, of the ignorance, of hurting each other as the people, right? So they came to an agreement. But you always got dudes that they like the drama. This is what they do. Because that was the only way they was able to get things. Their sneakers, their chains, and look fly. Because in reality, they were bums. So they'd rather the war be on so they could grab a little Spanish dude and they could be like, yo, he king or he nieta. He wasn't even king or nieta. Most of the work that was put on humble dudes, because the real dudes they wouldn't touch. So they'll walk in a house, boot, just cut anything. The first dude they even look Latin, boot, hit him or leave. I'm out of here. And tell the CO, yo, I cut him. Who cut him? What happened? And be right there like, yo, here, give him the razor and oil. Take me to the box for as long as you want. They didn't want to live in population. They was more comfortable in the box. You had to get busy in population. A lot of dudes, a lot of Bloods, and a lot of Kings, we was putting in work in population and never got caught. It was that easy. Facts. So, what are we really talking about here? Like, ask dudes. Dudes never really mentioned too many dudes that they really put work on that got busy. They was hurting meek and humble dudes. A lot of times I was like, oh man, they cut him. He wasn't even gang. And that was sad. Or they'll come in the house and see a dude, a black brother, and think that he's crip, boom, hit him, and you out. Because the Kings was bringing it to them, because you're not coming to rob or steal or oppress nobody here. So of course they were feeling oppressed because they was in the box. And I'm not just talking about them now. I'm talking in general. The box became their house. Why would people keep hitting up on your people and keeping them over there? But there was other blacks in population. If not, it would be on with all of them if it was about race. Why are the other blacks able to live all over the house? Don't you think we all would have been dead by now? It was because that set of people were no good. They were about destruction. Go to the island right now. like I said before, and come back and tell me who tried to rob you. Again, it's not gonna be the Kings, it's not gonna be the Patias, it's not gonna be MS-13s. It's gonna be another black blood just like you. 9 times out of 10 a blood dude. And if you blood, you're gonna get it too. Facts. And right now, if you watching, you saying he's saying facts. He's not lying. I'll never lie. I've never lied. Why? Because I know the online thing. You can't lie. So now when a dude comes on and tells his story, you got a million dudes shooting down his story. Boom, yo, nah, you know why he lying? Everybody coming out with a story or with a lie because they think in order to make people follow me, I got to shock them with a lie so it could become the truth. Because they already figured out that the lie is more entertaining. Because dudes know Snow Billy didn't lie. People think he crazy, but when he said them king dudes were washing y'all because y'all was dirty and y'all wanted to rob everybody that came through, he was saying facts. He was saying facts. Hassan Campbell said the same thing in a video, but we don't watch because we too much paying attention to the drama. Oh shit, to saying whatever we want. Oh, that's lit. Your son is daring. Nah, he's dumb and he's ignorant. He hasn't grown and he's doing the same things that he was doing on the island on here and trying to bring that attitude to the tube. If you never been locked up or join a gang, don't stay out of jail. Rikers Island don't make you tough. Up north don't make you tough because you've been in jail. That don't make you tough. Fuck your bid. That shit don't mean nothing. 1 million dudes been locked up. 1 million dudes is gang. 1 million dudes is still going to be going to jail. Dudes take this shit like you tough now. I used to think I was tough when I came from up north too. I figured out, man, the only people that care about that is the people that been locked up and lived that life and never want to make it nowhere. Facts. There's a better way. And a lot of times you given the opportunity right here. But we come on and we mess it up. The same thing they did on the island. They try to mess everything up. And when dudes try to place order, and like, nah, yo, we got to chill. You can't do that. You're going to mess it up for everybody. Now we was no good. But you know what? Leave in the comments if you want to hear part 2 of this, man. Because right now, a lot of things are going on with the audio and all that. Boom, I'm going to shut this off and the second part, man. Leave in the comments how you feel about it. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm always going to tell you the facts. Were the Kings oppressing the blacks? Negative. There wouldn't have been no blacks with us in the house. That set of people were just out stealing everything and wanted to rob everybody. That's what I saw from my experience, and it wasn't happening. Facts. That's always been the problem on the island with the Bloods. Anybody that had beef with the Bloods right now is saying he not lying, bro. Facts.